Hey Pisces, welcome back to my channel. I'm an interpretive tarot card reader and this will be your weekly love reading. A quick thank you to everyone who's been very supportive of the channel with views, likes, shares, subscribes. It really does mean a lot, so thanks so much Pisces. Let's have a look and see what's coming up for you this week in love. What messages or things are coming up? Okay, Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands reversed, and the Nine of Pentacles. Lots of different cards here, different energies. Okay, straight away from what I can see here, Pisces, there might be some of you that are sort of keeping up appearances in a connection, okay? But internally, there's something else that's going on. Anxiety, pressure. You may be feeling like you're stuck in a hamster wheel of some kind. You've got the Lovers, which is coming up reversed here, and then the Three of Pentacles. So it could be that right now you're not seeing eye to eye in a situation, although it's almost like you're not voicing your unhappiness, Pisces. You're just sort of letting something happen here, okay? And it might be affecting the relationship or affecting the coming together of you and a significant person. Now, the Lovers does rule Gemini, so it can be a Gemini. We have the Queen of Wands, often seen as a Leo. So you may be dealing with one of these signs, 2 air cards and then 2 pentacle cards. But the Lovers do rule communication, okay? And it can be like blocks, okay? So for some of you, you might be overcoming obstacles or blocks in regards to either meeting a twin flame soulmate or having the relationship of your dreams, Pisces. So with the Lovers, I feel like this might have something to do with communication. There might be something going on, Pisces, but like I said, you're not communicating it. You're not voicing what's going on. You're sort of either pretending everything's okay or trying to appear a certain way with the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles isn't necessarily hiding things. It's more like presenting yourself a certain way, like everything's okay. It's complacency. Like it's an energy of it'll be fine. Don't worry. It'll work itself out. There might be an opportunity that does present itself for you to talk about something here. Or I don't know if you don't want to rush things or come across a certain way, Pisces. So that's why maybe you're not ready to talk, or you're not ready to compromise, or you're not ready to voice what it is that you really want to say, Pisces. But I would hate to think that you're suffering on an internal level. You know, you're sort of stuck in this wheel. Ten of Swords is often seen as a betrayal, Pisces. So some of you may be feeling feelings of betrayal. If it's not betrayal or pain, then you feel like you're stuck in this hamster wheel, that something or someone has such a tight grip over you. Now, I know you're not the Swords, Pisces, you're the Cups. But there's a lack of confidence if the Queen of Wands is reversed. Normally she's upright and you can see her, you know, she's got her hands behind her back. She's got her figure here and she sits so perfectly, so confidently on her stump here. But she's reversed. Pisces, you're not feeling confident in either yourself or in a connection right now. It could be like obsessive thoughts. He's almost like being carried away by this giant bird. So I don't know if you're getting carried away with your thoughts here, Pisces, or it could be that something that has happened or will happen can pain you. And it's going to really have a grip on you. And in turn, it's going to affect your relationship. But like I said, there's lack of communication. So it's either you won't want to talk about it, you don't want to discuss it, or you don't have the initiative to do that for some reason. It's almost like something may be blocking you from communicating how you really feel. The Knight of Swords is here. Now, he rushes things. He's impulsive. So I don't know if you feel you need to sit down with your thoughts and actually like see how you feel before you communicate it to your special person. I don't know if some of you feel like you're going round and round in circles with a particular person or in a relationship. There may be a lot of repetitive behavior. You know, it's cyclical. We see the pentacles around. You know, we've got the sun here, but the sun is reversed. The sun can be the self, okay, Pisces? So I would hate to think this is self-neglect or self-pity. The reason I say that is because the sun is down the bottom here, and the sun can be the self. So you might be being either it's either you're being selfless in a situation, but internally it may be like eating up at you. There's something going on here on the inside, I think. And it's sort of like it's a fast-paced energy with the Knight of Swords. It could be something that's said this week that isn't necessarily meant, and it could be detrimental to the connection. If you've been waiting on meeting or talking or setting up another date, there might be delays. But then again, there's no initiative on your part, Pisces. So you're sort of leaving it to this person to organize that, or leaving it up to them. But you and this person are both coming up as reversed Pisces. So you and your special person could both be experiencing something here. So it could be that they too are doing something similar. They too are not taking action because maybe they don't see it from you, or they're mirroring your behavior, or maybe this is mirroring theirs, but then it's almost like round and round you go. Like, who's the one that breaks the ice? Who's the one that moves forward? I think you're trying to keep it together. You're trying to keep it well composed, Pisces. I think you're doing a good job at doing that. But it's almost like you don't want to rush this moment. You can't rush this moment. You can't bring this conversation on. It needs to happen in its own time somehow. There could be a betrayal. There could be a betrayal that ends a connection. The connection stands on its head right now with the Lovers card, Pisces. So that could be coming up around you this week, okay? But it'll be interesting to see how that does unfold. Please remember this is a very general reading. If you would like a private reading, please feel free to be in touch.